But what we don't talk about is, Canelo, Canelo, Canelo. Steroids, steroids, steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. So we don't know. We really don't know all the fighters he beat. And he was what he could have been not clean in a lot of fights.
Do you think he was clean the night he fought?
I'm saying I don't know.
Even if he is not clean, you still want to fight Canelo Alvarez?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I know my stuff. Just I 100% know my stuff. Just I clean every time. Just it doesn't matter for me who stay in front of me or my opponent. He use drugs or not use drugs. It doesn't matter for me.
Ban, Canelo will always be labelled as a drug cheat. Ban, Canelo will always be labelled as a drug cheat. Ban, Canelo will always be labelled as a drug cheat.
Did you see it online?
I did it.
About what, Canelo?
About the
I didn't know
Canelo.
that.
Yeah, watch. I'll show it to you. It's everywhere.
But it's the meat.
Breaking news.
That's what every Mexican that comes out positive, it's the meat.
Oh, really? No. So this has been used before. The meat.
It's already been. That's the excuse for every Mexican that tests positive. It was because of the meat, the beef.
People, so welcome back to Boricua Science Nation, my people. Let me just start by saluting my people from Puerto Rico, all of those Boricuas from the island, the United States, and the whole world. Salute to you, Boricuas. Also salute my Hispanic people, including the Mexicans. Also salute my people from Chicago and the United States as a whole, the greatest nation in the world, the home of the brave, the land of the free. Hoorah! Okay, my people, let's start with this. First of all, I want to show you this right here. These are the top 4 fighters that I consider the best Mexican fighters. These are the 4 Mexican fighters that I consider the best. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. And you know why I'm doing this? I'm doing this because of a dumbass comment that a guy left, or not only the comment, but one comment that the one guy that was arguing with me yesterday in my live stream told me. He told me that Canelo was going to be the greatest Mexican boxer ever, and he's way off. He's way off. I'm telling you, he's way off. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why this 4 boxers right here, this 4, Julio Cesar Chavez, Eric Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Marco Antonio Barreras. Okay? I'm going to tell you why. These people had rivalries. These people fought the best. They didn't fought them one time. They fought them 2, 3, or even 4 times. They fought them all the best. Okay? So by that time by the time of at least these 3 fighters right here, Marco Antonio Barreras, Juan Manuel Marquez, and Eric Morales, we had Manny Pacquiao there as well. Okay, we had Manny Pacquiao. We all know about all the things that Julio Cesar Chavez did. Just take a look at that record, man. I know that maybe half of his fights were in Mexico. He fought a lot of bumps before getting to the U.S. and but still, he fought the best. He fought the best in the U.S. And he beat the best. He beat the best. When he lost, he was old. And I could include there Salvador Sanchez. Salvador Sanchez. But Salvador Sanchez, he lost his life. He could have finished his career, but he beat. Uh, I think the two best opponents that he could have had by that time were Fredo Gomez, who is considered one of the best Puerto Rican fighters ever, and Azuma Nelson. He beat them both. He could have done a lot of other things in boxing, but he lost his life. That is why I'm not putting him here. He didn't finish his career. He could have been here. Okay, and I'm going to tell you one by one. I think is the better of them. Who is the first? Who's the second? Who's the third? And who's the fourth? In my opinion. In my opinion. Okay. So I'm just going to read you the comment that this clown left me yesterday. This guy's name. I'm going to make it famous, man. I'm going to make it famous. This clown left this comment here. And it said, "It's hard to watch this video." I know why. I know why it's hard. I know. I know. There's some people who cannot take the truth. They just can't. They can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. So it is hard. So he said, "WTF? What the F? Okay, what the F are you talking about? What the F are you talking about? Okay, you're talking about our God, our Messiah. Okay, our chosen one. Okay, so Canelo Cloverland was Golovkin. Was he? Was he? Because the last time I checked in the movie Rocky, okay, that is a fictional movie, okay. But in the movie, if we let ourselves go by the movie, Rocky Balboa knocked out Robert Land, okay, Cloverland, okay. He knocked the guy out. Did Canelo did that? Did Canelo did that? Did Canelo knocked out on Triple G? He lost to Triple G both fights. He cheated in the second, and he still got the chance to fight the guy. When other people don't have that same opportunity, he had the opportunity to do it. Why? Why? Because he's a protected fighter. Because he's a diva. He's a Miss Universe. Okay? Just because you make money, just because you're the cash cow, that doesn't make you the best. You gotta fight the best. Okay? And all of these fighters right here fought all the best. They didn't have one Golovkin. They didn't have one Clubber Ed. They fought all the best. Because even Rocky Balboa fought Apollo Creed. He fought Drago. He fought other guys. Who else has Canelo Alvarez fought that you can say it is another Golovkin, another Triple G? Who? Oh, he picked champions. Champions like Triple G. Like Triple G. And did he really beat Triple G? And the guy continues saying, okay, was Golovkin without being offensive, okay, he's not being offensive, but he is offensive. Okay, listen to this. Okay, this is not for you. Okay, he's meaning that me making these videos is not for me because I think he's trying to say that I don't know nothing about boxing. Okay, that's what he's trying to say. This is not for you. Okay, you sound like the water boy trying to analyze boxing, and then the referees who you're quoting is websites that have no credibility. Okay, sounding like a hater is not a good color on anyone. So telling the truth is hating. Okay, if you're telling the truth is hating. So this guy watched the video. This guy watched the video. Okay, I know this guy watched the video. He watched the video. He went through the video. He watched the video, and he didn't like what he listened. He didn't like it. He didn't like the referees that he's talking about are this this writers who wrote these articles about Canelo Alvarez. Who all of them say that the Canelo beat paper champions to become undisputed. Those are the referees this guy is talking about. Okay, so he's calling them referees. Okay, so I think you shouldn't be talking about boxing. Robinson Rodriguez. Okay, you shouldn't be talking about boxing because you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm going to show you why I think these guys are the best Mexican champions ever. Okay. There was this other one yesterday that they had to block at the end because when he told me that Canelo was going to be the greatest Mexican boxer ever, I was like, man, I just can't keep arguing with this guy. Man, I gotta block this guy. I just gotta block him. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with this guy anymore. Okay, so I just gotta block this guy. Okay, and they blocked the guy. You know? I'm not gonna waste my time arguing with a guy who is in love with another man. Okay, who is in love with another man. If the fighter is not gonna fight the best, like right now, he's avoiding David Benavidez because anyone else, what would you do? What would you do if you were in this people's position? Let's say that it was Felix Trinidad. There wasn't this position. I would have been like, man, why wouldn't Felix Trinidad fight this guy, man? Why wouldn't Felix Trinidad fight Miguel Cotto? If it was Miguel Cotto who was the guy who was David Benavidez, let's say that. Let's say that. Okay. So that's the thing, you know. That is the thing. That is the thing. Okay, so you just I wanted to put you, man. They took that other story away.
Por la bala siempre con mi pistolón. Hace rato que la cuenta ya pasó el millón. Caminando en la luna como Michael. El LM solo lleno de gatas alcohol. Invicto me dicen Berlanga. Me la clavo sin quitarle su tanga. Yo no voy con la...
Invicto me dicen Berlanga. Okay? So Invicto me dicen Berlanga. The other guy said that he put everybody on their ass like Berlanga. The other guy. These are rappers, man. Good rappers. Thinking about Edgar Berlanga. Okay, so it says right here that this story is no longer available. Okay, so
Un update que hace tiempo no le caigo al calentón. Por la bala siempre con mi pistolón. Hace rato que la cuenta ya pasó el millón. Caminando en la luna como Michael. El LM solo lleno de gatas alcohol. Invicto me dicen Berlanga. Me la clavo sin quitarle su...
So people singing about Edgar Berlanga, this rapper singing about Edgar Berlanga, just put Edgar Berlanga in a better position, you know? They just put Edgar Berlanga in a better position. So him having this relationships with this singers, it's good for Edgar Berlanga. It is good because they people know Edgar Berlanga because of this people. Okay, because of this people. Edgar Berlanga is famous thanks to this people. Because I haven't heard any mariachi singing about Canelo Alvarez. Maybe there is, but we don't listen to mariachis, you know. And I don't listen to reggaeton either, you know. I don't like reggaeton. Okay, that is not my music. That is not my music. I don't like that music. But Berlanga having a relationship with those people is good for his business, for him. But they want Edgar Berlanga to fight the best. That is something Canelo Alvarez is not doing. He fought the best in Triple G. He fought him. But he didn't beat him clearly. That is something Rocky Balboa did. That is something Juan Manuel Marquez did when he beat for the last time a Manny Pacquiao. Okay, that is something I think Eric Morales did with Marco Antonio Barreras. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. Let's start with Juan Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez, right here. Okay, he fought Manny Pacquiao 4 times. 4 times. I think he got a draw and 2 losses. 2 close losses. 2 close losses that could have gone. It could have gone anyway, or in both sides. Manny Pacquiao, okay, he won this one. Okay, this was the last fight. He knocked out Manny Pacquiao in the 6th round. Okay, that is a clear victory. This is what I'm talking about. That is a clear victory. He weighed 143 pounds for that fight. Manny Pacquiao weighed 147. Okay, because Juan Manuel Marquez was not a 147 pounder. Okay, Manny Pacquiao right here, he lost here, and a majority decision. Okay, 12 rounds. Okay, he fought Floyd Mayweather. He lost to Mayweather, but he fought the best. Manny Pacquiao here, a split decision loss. Okay, Marco Antonio Barreras, he beat him by decision. Okay, and the first fight against Manny Pacquiao, 1 draw, 2 losses, and 1 knockout victory, and 2 close losses. So he redeemed himself when he knocked out Manny Pacquiao. This puts this guy in the top of the Mexican fighters. One of the top. Beating Manny Pacquiao with the way he did, clearly puts him there. Okay. So he fought. He fought Marco Antonio Barreras. Okay. Let's see if he fought Eric Morales as well. With Fredo Vargas. Many of these fighters were good fighters, you know. Many of these fighters. So he fought Manny Pacquiao, Orlando Salido. I think this is the guy who beat Juan Manuel Puerto Rican. The one that the Mexicans like to criticize a lot. Marco Antonio Barrera. He fought him once. Okay? And he beat him. Okay? So let's go to Eric Morales. El Terrible. And forget about the losses. Because I'm going to show you something at the end of this video. I'm going to show you something. Forget about the losses. Oh, but those guys lost many fights. Many fights. Juan Manuel Marquez lost 7. Eric Morales lost 9. Okay, no problem. But they fought the best. This guy, when he was old, he fought Danny Garcia twice and lost. Okay, but he was old. Marcos Maidana, he fought Marcos Maidana. He lost to him, but he was older. Here, Manny Pacquiao. He lost to Manny Pacquiao here by knockout. He fought Manny Pacquiao twice, 2 times in a row, and lost to him twice. Got knocked out the last 2 times he fought him. But the first time he beat him by unanimous decision. Okay? He fought Marco Antonio Barreras, won, lost to him this time. Marco Antonio Barreras 2 times, lost to him. And Marco Antonio Barreras 3 times. He beat him the first time by split decision. Okay? Okay, so he fought Marco Antonio Barreras 3 times, and he fought Manny Pacquiao 3 times. Okay? Okay, so he fought the best. He fought the best. Okay? He fought Pablo Serracano. He fought David Diaz, Manny Pacquiao, Carlos Herrera, Jesus Chavez, Fernando Velardes. I think of the four because he fought, and this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. Rivalries. You're not gonna keep fighting the weak opponent. You gotta keep fighting the best. If Islam Laras was a guy who fought Canelo and it was a close fight, you gotta fight him again and again till you get a clear victory. You gotta fight these guys more times because those are the guys that people want to see you fight. If you fought Triple G 2 times and you didn't get a clear victory, you gotta fight him again. Again, that's the fight people want to see you fight. People want to see you fight the best. People want to see you fight Demetrius Andre. They want to see you fight Charlo. They want to see you fight David Benavidez. But no, the guy he's gonna move up. He already took over the weight class, super middleweight weight class. He's not gonna fight anybody anymore. He's not gonna fight there anymore. Okay? And yesterday I said that he didn't defend no titles. He did. He defended the 154-pound belt. I think it was the WBC. The one he won first. He defended 6 times. Then he defended the one he took from, I think, Miguel Cotto like 2 times. And this time, I don't know what happened. But we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there. Let's take a look at Marco Antonio Barreras. Antonio Barreras, okay. Marco Antonio Barreras. Okay, so Marco Antonio Barreras is this one right here. Okay. Babyface assassin. Okay. So Marco Antonio Barreras fought Manny Pacquiao, lost to him by decision. Juan Manuel Marquez lost to him by decision. Okay. He fought Eric Morales. Okay. He beat him by decision, by a majority decision, close fight. Okay. He fought Manny Pacquiao. Okay. 2 times. He lost to him by knockout here. He lost to Manny Pacquiao here by decision. Then he lost to Manny Pacquiao by knockout. He fought Eric Morales. He beat him here by decision. Okay. So he got a victory. I think he fought him 3 times. Eric Morales right here. He lost to Eric Morales twice. One of them was a split decision. The other one was a unanimous decision. He beat him by unanimous decision, okay? Eric Morales. Okay? And he lost to Manny Pacquiao the 2 fights he fought against Manny Pacquiao. And he fought Juan Manuel Marquez as well. Okay? He fought Americana. He lost to Americana. But he was old here already in his last fights. So he fought Eric Morales 3 times. He fought Manny Pacquiao 2 times. That's what you gotta do, man. That's what you gotta do. You gotta fight the best. You gotta keep fighting the best. These people fought each other 2, 3 times, 4 times. These people kept on fighting each other. Okay, that is why he picked these people to be like the best Mexican fighters ever. Okay, so Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio Cesar Chavez. Julio Cesar Chavez. This guy fought all the best, man. All the best. Take a look at that record. 107 and 80 fight losses. Let's see how many times he fought in Mexico. Well, he fought in Mexico, but he fought here in Puerto Rico. He fought in the U.S. here. In the U.S. here. In the U.S. here. He had a lot of fights in Mexico, but he fought a lot of in other countries. Take a look at this. In Paris. Over here in another country. It's St. Louis to, I don't know where this is. This is France as well. This is the greatest Mexican fighter ever. If I would have chosen or picked, let's take a look at this, man. Mildred Taylor, Frankie Mitchell, Hector Camacho, El Chapo Rosario, Pernell Whitaker. It was a draw, even though many people say he lost. He lost to Frankie Randall, but then he came back and beat him. Okay. This guy, Oscar de la Hoya, he fought him twice, I think. He lost both fights, but he fought him. You know, he fought him. He fought the best. You know, this guy fought. He didn't fight. And then he fought Frankie Randall again and beat him by decision. The guy who beat him, I think, the first time. This was the guy who beat him the first time. He fought Merdrick Taylor. He fought many guys, many great fighters. If you take away all the guys this guy beat, he beat, and Macho Camacho it is considered one of the greatest Puerto Rican fighters as well. And this guy beat him. So I give this guy credit for that. I give him credit. So if I was going to pick who was the best, you know, and I would position them. I would put this one first. I would put Juan Manuel Marquez second. I would put between Eric Morales and Barreras. I think they're just too close to pick. You know, they're too close. I could pick Eric Morales third and Barreras fourth. Like I can pick Barrera third and Eric Morales fourth. Because there were two of the greatest Mexican fighters ever. And I'm not going to pick Oscar de la Hoya, because Oscar de la Hoya was a great Mexican fighter. And I can put him maybe behind this guy. Because Oscar de la Hoya didn't want to fight Felix Trinidad again. He didn't want to fight him. And he beat all the other best fighters in his time. But he didn't want to fight Trinidad again. It was him. He was the one who didn't want to fight Trinidad again. And that is why I'm not putting him here. That is the reason why. Let's take a look at Canelo Alvarez. Saul Alvarez. Saul. That's how he comes out here. Saul Alvarez. So Saul Alvarez, he had the chance to unify in the 160 pound division. He won his first title here against this guy, Matthew Hatton. This was his first title in 2011. Okay? So 6 years after becoming a professional, he became a champion in 2011 against Matthew here. He won the vacant WBC title. Okay? He defended this belt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he lost it to Mayweather. After he beat Austin Trout, he unified against Austin Trout. He unified. Okay, so he won this belt in the 154-pound division, right? The 154-pound division, because after going up 147, it's a 154-pound division. Okay, because even Mayweather never got to a 154-pound division. He fought there, so he lost to Mayweather right here. Then he beat Miguel Cotto to get the WBC belt from Miguel Cotto. Okay, the WBC belt, the WBC world title. Okay, world title. Then he defended that belt against Amir Khan. Then he unified. No, yeah, he unified against this guy right here. He unified against this guy. This was not a world title fight, even though it says WBC world middle. This was in the middleweight division. So he beat Amir Khan for the middleweight division belt. But if we take a look at this fight right here, this was in the middleweight division as well, because Canelo Alvarez weighed 155 pound weighted a 155 pound division. This is a 154 pound division. So this was in the middleweight division, middle title, world middle title, vacant WBC world middle title. So he beat Miguel Cotto for the WBC world middleweight title. Then he came and fought Ian Smith for the WBC, WBO world welterweight. Okay, so this was for the 154 pound champions. He beat this guy. Okay, so then he beat this guy right here for this title. I think he vacated this belt right here to fight this guy right here. Then he went up to the 64 pound division just to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. So he vacated this belt here. So he didn't defend the belt against. He defended his belt, his WBC belt that he won against Amir Khan, against Ian Smith, to win this other belt, the WBO. Then he vacated the belts to fight, or not to fight this guy. He still had the belts here, but he went up to the 160 pound division. Okay, over it. Okay, so he fought Triple G, and he got a draw for this belt, the WBC, the WBA, and the IBF, and he beat Triple G here, and then he went up to the 168 pound division to beat Rocky Field. He dropped the belts. He had a chance to unify here against Demetrius Andrade, and he didn't want the fight. He didn't want that fight. Okay? And that is what I'm talking about. Then he went up to fight this bum and beat him for the WBA title. Then he went and he fought, and then he came back down to the 160 pound division and beat the WBC, WBA, and WB and IBF champion Daniel Jacobs, right? Because you cannot have titles in two weight classes, right? That's what I'm guessing. So I think that the one who had this belt was or he went up and beat this guy and then dropped this belt and stayed with this belt and beat Daniel Jacobs. That's the other thing that I can take away from this. Then he went up to fight Sergio Kovalev. Okay, he still could have fought Demetrius Andrade here, who was the champion. Who was the champion here? Okay, and then he went up and fought this guy to get the belt from the 175. So from the light heavyweight division, and then he came back down to fight this guy. Oh, he fought the great Abdi Jordan. The great Abdi, but that was a mandatory fight. Just like the fight against David Benavidez right now. there is a mandatory fight. Oh, but the WBC gave him a special that they gave him a how did they call it? How did they call it? They grant him. They grant him. Let's look for it. I got it. It is around. We'll find it. Don't you worry. I'm gonna find it. It is around. It is around me. Right here. Okay. So they gave Canelo a special permission, okay, to avoid David Benavidez. The WBC always protecting him, always protecting him. They took that belt away from David Benavidez to give it to Canelo, okay? There it is. The WBC granted Saul Alvarez a special permission to challenge the WBC champion in the cruiserweight division in 2022, reason for which the Board of Governors approved a WBC interim championship in the division, which will be contested by the number 1 David Benavidez and the number 2 David Lemieux. They saved his ass. They saved his ass like always. Like always. Okay? So there you have it. The guy is a fraud. The guy is a fraud. He's not the real Mexican. He's never gonna be the real Mexican champion that everybody wants him to be. Never. Never. Okay? So just forget about Canelo Alvarez being the best ever, the best ever Mexican champion, because he's not. He's not. Oh, I wanted to show you something else. I'm sorry. Let me just go. Let me just go really fast over there. Real fast. I'm gonna show you that, and we're gonna come back. Real fast. Real fast. Let's go over there. Okay. Who is considered the best champion ever? This guy right here. The best fighter ever. The greatest. Who is considered the greatest fighter ever? This guy right here. This guy right here. Okay? Okay? So you're looking at the greatest fighter ever. He's not an undefeated fighter. He's not an undefeated fighter. He doesn't have one loss. And he fought a lot of fights against the best. He had a lot of fights against rivalries. He fought. I think he fought Frazier 3 times. He fought Norton 3 times. He beat the best guy who nobody thought that could be beat. George Foreman. He beat him. And he had other rivalries where he fought guys like 4 times, and that is the greatest fighter ever. Okay, it's not Floyd Mayweather for all the money he won, or for finishing his career undefeated. It's not Rocky Marciano for finishing his career undefeated. There could have been maybe before Muhammad Ali, this guy fought 100 and 200 times, 100 and many fights before Muhammad Ali. But for our era, the greatest fighter ever is Muhammad Ali. Okay, so there you have it, my people. These are my greatest Mexican champions ever. My greatest Mexican fighters ever. Canelo Alvarez is behind these guys. He's even behind Oscar de la Hoya and Salvador Sanchez, even though Salvador Sanchez lost his life when he was a young fighter. Okay, so that's all I have, my people. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you later today in a live stream, okay, that I'm going to make in Spanish. Okay, my people? Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you later.
I'm a fucking monster! I'm a fucking monster!